In order to find the pH of a buffer solution, we need to find out the hydrogen ion concentration in this equilibrium mixture of a weak acid and its salt, because pH, as we know, equals minus the log of the hydrogen ion concentration. So let's go back to our original expression. So our weak acid, water in equilibrium with the salt ion from the salt that we've added to our buffer solution, plus our oxonium ion. And in many textbooks, this is simplified. It's just shown as HA in equilibrium with A minus and our hydrogen ion. And this is what we're going to use from now on. We need to be clear, however, though, in this case, because this looks exactly like the same equation that we would use for finding the pH of a weak acid, that in this case, A minus has come from our conjugate base, or the salt used to make our buffer solution, and HA is obviously the weak acid. So let's be really clear about that. If I were to write the expression for Ka for my weak acid, we can use this same expression in order to find the hydrogen ion concentration, hence the pH of a buffer. So H plus, A minus over the concentration of the weak acid, HA. Once again, the concentration of the salt at equilibrium is the concentration of the salt used to make the buffer, and the concentration of the weak acid at equilibrium is the concentration of the weak acid used to make the buffer, going back to the assumptions that I've just mentioned, because HA is essentially undissociated because it's a weak acid. I can further rearrange this equation. So Ka, if I split out or separate out the right-hand side to form my hydrogen ion concentration, multiplied by my anion concentration, i.e. the concentration of the salt, over the concentration of the acid. Taking this one step further to rearrange, therefore my hydrogen ion concentration is equal to Ka multiplied by the concentration of the acid, once I've rearranged, over the concentration of the salt. So remember, that is the weak acid used to make the buffer, and that is the salt, or the conjugate base, used to make the buffer. Please note, if maths isn't your strength, that first of all, this is what buffers are about. It's about the ratio of concentrations of the salt to the weak acid. Secondly, in rearranging this equation, these two have flipped over. So whereas it was the salt over the weak acid, it's now the weak acid over the salt. Okay, so just to note that, it's not an error. So now that we have this expression, we can use this to find the pH of a buffer solution, because we can use it to find the hydrogen ion concentration. Alternatively, we can take our expression for our buffer system, and if we take logarithms of both sides and multiply by -1, we get this minus log 10 Ka equals minus the log 10 of the hydrogen ion concentration minus the log 10 of the anion over the weak acid ratio. Now, you may notice here that minus the log of the Ka is pKa. Minus log 10 of the hydrogen ion concentration is more commonly known as pH. So this expression becomes pKa of our weak acid is equal to the pH minus the log, and that's often just 10 is often just simplified down to log of our salt concentration, A minus, over our weak acid. So rearranging that, pH therefore equals the pKa plus log 10 of the salt to weak acid ratio. Now, I've shown you this for two reasons. Firstly, if you're more mathematically minded, you may prefer to work with pH and pKa. Secondly, this equation here is known as the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. Make sure I spell that right, Hasselbalch equation. And this comes up in some A-level syllabuses. It also comes up on some exam papers, so if you know where it's come from, then that would be useful. There are a couple of things that we can pull out of this equation that might help us understand buffers in a bit more detail. In practice, we see that our buffer is most effective where the pH that we require a buffer solution to be working in is roughly the pKa of the weak acid that we choose to make our buffer solution with. What do I mean by that? So, for example, if I wanted a buffer that worked in the region of pH 5, then choosing ethanoic acid as my weak acid would be a good choice because it has a pKa of 4.8. So I would make my buffer solution from ethanoic acid and sodium ethanoate. This is sometimes referred to as the coarse tuning of the buffer. So we are just sort of setting up the rough pH range where we need our buffer to work. An efficient buffer system also depends on the ratio of the salt to the weak acid, the A minus to HA, because we want our buffer to be equally resistant to the addition of both hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions, in which case we would really want our concentrations of A minus to be roughly equal to that of HA. So maybe working with 0.1 mol per decimeter cubed sodium ethanoate, 0.1 mol per decimeter cubed of ethanoic acid. This is often called the fine tuning of our buffer. And although it doesn't have to be exactly equal, we don't really want to move beyond a 1:3 or a 3:1 ratio in terms of concentration of salt or concentration of weak acid, because after that we're going to be in danger of running out of either our sink or our reservoir, and our buffer is going to be less effective. So let's look at an actual calculation. Calculate the pH of a solution containing 0.1 mol per decimeter cubed propanoic acid, 0.05 mol per decimeter cubed sodium propanoate. So we've got our weak acid and we have its salt. And we're given the acidity constant, the acid dissociation constant for the weak acid for propanoic acid. As everything, I'm really keen that we all have a method that works. And we stick to it. So let's go back to our original expression. So expression for our buffer system, H plus A minus over HA. I'm leaving out state symbols for the purposes of the calculation. And if I rearrange that, my hydrogen ion concentration, which I need in order to find the pH, is equal to Ka times the weak acid concentration over the concentration of the salt. Once again, going back to our assumptions, we assume that in our buffer system that the concentration of the weak acid is unchanged, so we know that to be 0.10, and all of the A minus comes from the salt. So once again, we know the concentration of A minus is 0.05. Okay, so this becomes nice and straightforward. H plus is equal to the Ka, so that's 1.3 times 10 to the minus 5, multiplied by Ha, 0.1, over A minus. Make sure we get these the right way around. And when you do that, plug that into your calculator, it comes out at 2.6 times 10 to the minus 5 mole per decimeter cubed. pH equals minus the log of the hydrogen ion concentration. And when you plug that into your calculator, it comes out at 4.59. So the pH of my buffer is 4.59. So going back, that is the concentration of the salt, and HA is the concentration of the weak acid. Alternatively, we could do the same calculation using the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation, in which case we are going to start off with pH equals pKa plus the log of A minus over HA. So that would be minus the log of the Ka, because that's what pK is, so minus the log of 1.3 times 10 to the minus 5 plus the log of this ratio. A minus is 0.05, HA is 0.1, which comes to 4.886 plus minus 0.301. pH is 4.59. So we've ended up in exactly the same place by either method. Whichever you find simpler, whichever one you are not going to make mistakes is the one to go with. If this has been useful, hit the subscribe button, the effortless way to support your studies. And by clicking the link in the description below, it'll take you straight to Crunch Chemistry School, where you can access my free math skills course, complete tuition, and worksheets designed specifically to build your confidence and stretch you. Together we can do this.